So I'll be calling him up here, and we'll get him on into it. Cool, cool. All right, so I'm Blaze, and this is No Tiners S4. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's nice winning this game. Well,
For sure, for sure. Good games. How do you feel about them? Like, break them down a little bit. The game one and game two. What were your thoughts going on into it?
um, well, we scrimmed these guys a few days ago, and we were confident going into this. So we just played our game, basically.
It's understandable. So you pretty much feel like this is your kind of strategy. You have this momentum shift where you just try to get. Of course, Admiral Bulldog's trying to survive as best he can, but you guys are just mostly dominating and putting a lot of focus on the bottom lane, maybe a little bit of push, and that's kind of your style there. Or do you still have some surprises in store for us?
Yeah, our strat game 2 was basically pressure as much as possible, like force their top lane to move. Darkseer can push the mid tower by himself, and bottom we can get 2 towers easily if they don't rotate. And if they rotate, Scylla has a free lane top.
Cool, cool. Well, I do have a question from Caspian XX. He's asking, what is the chat like during a match? How much detail is spoken into direction of the match? Are you find yourself speaking less, playing more, just kind of having the synergy come naturally, or is there somebody making those calls?
We're always talking a lot. We talk like every second what we're gonna do next and stuff in the start of the game. And during the game, we talk a little bit less, but it's still, I make a lot of calls what we're gonna do next and stuff, smokes and stuff. So we talk a lot in game, and we speak Swedish right now.
Sure. Yeah, that kind of helps the little national synergy there, where you can kind of bounce back and forth in a natural tongue that obviously flows a little bit smoother.
Yeah.
So you find yourself in the drafting seat now. Are you the one just making those decisions there, or is it a collaboration across the team?
I think the supports, they make a lot of decisions on their own, like when to smoke, when to move Arlekim. But when I play heroes like Night Stalker, you know what happens on the map a lot, because you need to scout for ganks and stuff. You need to see where you can find openings. So I make a lot of calls when I play those heroes, gankers and stuff. But the supports make a lot of calls of their own, I have to say.
Very cool. That makes sense. So from there, you actually have like a lot of a history of going for some weird little pocket strats and neat little strategies. A lot of people still talk about the Roche bait from DreamHack and stuff. Do you still have some tricks up your sleeve that you're holding on to, or are you guys just kind of taking it as it comes?
Yeah, for sure. I have a few of them left, but I'm not gonna say anything about it right now.
Of course, makes sense. So how do you feel about EGM's performance? I mean, you definitely just recently picked him up, and a Lifestorm 2 is wondering, do you think he's a good pickup? Do you think he fits well with you guys, beyond just the nationality thing?
Yeah, he's great. The nationality thing is a plus too, but he's a great player. Like, he's probably the MVP every game we play. You can see that. He usually plays SD and stuff, and makes huge plays.
Yeah, I'm not gonna question you too much on the drama that was kind of involved with the split, but do you have some regrets about that in general? Do you wish that it turned out differently, or you just kind of focus on the road ahead and not really worried about the past?
Of course, I have regrets. I mean, Emmy, he's a great player and all, but in the end, it didn't work out. I mean, it's all about the synergy between players, and if that doesn't work, then the team won't work.
So I also got a question from Mount Karsten. He's asking, what do you think the biggest thing you need to improve on is? You've obviously made some strides right in the past few days trying to pull together as a relatively new team in the sense that you just picked up a new player for your roster. And just curious as far as where have you moved, how have you progressed from there, and what do you still need to work on?
I think mainly it's my captain skills that needs to be worked on. I'm still new with this, and it has a lot of improvement. So I think mainly it's me who needs to improve to make the games better. And to expand our hero pool, we need to expand it more.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Cool. So 2DG's asking, how do you feel about your chance of getting into TI3? Do you feel your roster's kind of stable now and you're raring to go to just build up your strategy and bring it to it, or you still have some ways to go?
We still have long ways to go. I mean, we can't you can't be sure to be invited to that tournament. It's a lot of good teams right now, and we need to work hard for it.
Sure.
Not gonna take it for granted.
Yeah, good mindset going on into that. Now, I noticed that in the game it said he's actually listed as stand-in.egm. Is that kind of finalized, or is there a technicality there where they're still trying to figure it out? Is it more
He's
like
not
a tryout?
officially. Yeah, he's not officially on the team right now, but
Yeah.
he probably will be. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a little early to say. This happened in the past few days, so it's understandable that still
Yeah.
kind of in a trial stage there. This, you probably can't answer this, but I'll just go ahead. Somebody threw it out there. Do you have a general estimate of when you're going to be able to announce your sponsor? Is it in the next coming months, or?
Yeah, for sure it's gonna be very soon. Right now, I'm not just saying this. It's gonna be soon.
Very cool. Very cool.
Next month. Yeah.
Awesome. Along with that, Fortune Razor's asking from the past few games, kind of going back to your style and your aggressive strategies. You seem to actually move on to different strategies where you actually put more aggression on the map. You don't worry about like getting Midas on Loda. You want to take towers. You want to control the map a little bit more. Is that this kind of a new way to how to deal with your enemies? And do you like to play to that? Do you plan to play on that, or is it just kind of how it flows?
Yeah, this new style, I prefer it more than the stacking and farming. I mean, if you control the map first, then you can take their farm too, like early game, and it's just an easier way to play. And yeah,
Makes sense.
it's like you see the Chinese play. They play a lot of aggression early. You look at LGD Int, they never buy Midas or stuff, and I'm pretty good friends with Pycat, and we talked about this. And I agree on most of what he says, like what we can change and stuff.
So you just kind of
So,
feel
yeah.
like that's the way the pace of the game is going, and you just want to stay on top of it there.
Yeah, you can't play pass in and wait for them. It doesn't work right now. I don't think it works like that.
Well, it's certainly more interesting to cast at the very least. Definitely all the aggression, all the kills on the board. It shows very, very convincingly that you guys are amazing in skirmishes and you guys can be all over the place. Somebody's asking about your name. Is S stand for snake or something else?
No. I don't remember actually what it is.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll just, I mean, we've had a lot of different questions here. Can't get to all of them, so the one other one is kind of looking towards the future. Heroes that are going to be released, and do you feel that they're going to be impactful on competitive Dota? Do you think, like, different things you might be looking at picking up the current status Drow Ranger, or if she gets nerfed too hard, just completely ignoring it? Is there something you're looking at for possible future strats?
Yeah. If Troll is gonna be like it is now, then that's the first pick for sure. But I think they will nerf him. That's the only hero it's gonna be like the best hero you can pick up. It's too good right now.
Very cool, very cool. Well, just want to wish you guys congratulations on these past couple games. And obviously, very convincing wins here, and good luck with your future ones, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on. Okay, see you.